The IKEA Business Network is now open for small businesses and entrepreneurs. Join for free today to get access to interior design services to help you make the most of your workspace, employee well-being benefits to help you and your people grow, and amazing discounts on travel, insurance, and IKEA purchases, deliveries, and more. Take your small business to the next level when you sign up for the IKEA Business Network for free today by searching IKEA Business Network.
Hi guys, welcome back.
Welcome back.
I knew this would happen.
I couldn't help myself.
Hi guys, welcome back to our next podcast. We're here with my best friend Kyndall. If you heard another voice speaking, this is also my longest friend, which is either an accomplishment or a punishment. Depending on who you ask. Pretty much. I have some things that I want to get into, largely just details about my day. But first, I want to introduce you.
Okay.
Kyndall Gail Dinwiddie.
That is me.
A Pisces? No, an Aries.
No.
An Aries.
You. Not that I care literally at all.
She doesn't even know.
I don't know anything about
Austin's
the
a
moon.
Pisces. He was born 15 days before you.
We're close.
So,
we are the same person.
yes.
Kind of.
Angry, hostile,
Yeah. Hot.
hot, tall,
No. Nope.
great with a makeup brush.
Yeah. For
Everything
sure.
in common.
Yeah.
Anyways, give me your top 11 things about yourself. Just kidding. Just tell me about you.
I was like, okay. Okay. My name is Kyndall Gail Dinwiddie.
Mm-hmm.
I was born in Germany.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5 brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I have.
Can you name them all? I
No.
can't.
No. I have too many parents.
Too many.
Too many parents.
Holidays galore.
Yeah, not a good thing. Let's see.
Does Santa visit you per household, or is it more of like a by social security number?
Normally, I just get coal like chucked to my forehead.
I see. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
Mhm.
how that works.
It's a good thing you played softball.
Yeah. Yes, I got those reflexes.
Yes.
You on the other
Nope.
hand.
Didn't play that. No one's giving me coal though, which is a good thing, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see. I married my high school sweetheart. Ew.
I didn't say anything. I was gonna boo, but then I was like, "That's mean."
No.
Very sweet.
Bite your tongue.
Very sweet. My
No.
forehead veins about to burst. Very sweet. Love to see. Love when a plan comes
Let's
together.
See. I'm a licensed esthetician. I have my own business.
417 Glam Co.
In Ozark, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Former theater kid,
I am a former theater kid.
but we don't hold it against you.
No. It seems very off-brand
It does, yeah.
for me,
Mm-hmm.
but it is.
Knowing
deeply
you though,
rooted.
yeah, knowing you, it makes sense. But if I met you as a grown up, I'd be like, mm-mm.
Yeah.
You would eat those theater kids alive.
Oh, for sure.
The thespians wouldn't stand one chance.
No. I thought about at one point getting Troop 3833 tattooed on my ass.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing you didn't.
It's a good thing I didn't.
That's the Nixa High School troop number, in case anyone's wondering about the lore
Yeah.
on that one.
Instead, I just have my husband's initials on
Yeah,
my ass.
which equally temporary.
Yeah.
It-
Well,
Mm,
temporary.
like they say, a husband's come and go,
Sure.
but the theater is forever.
Yeah.
That's a quote from High School Musical, I think.
I'll take your word for it.
Speaking of High School Musical, let me tell you about my day.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, all right.
So I woke up anxious
Okay.
for no reason. First of all, I had a headache. Irritating because nothing's happened yet. Why do I have a headache? What
hate
has
that.
caused me to be stressed at 6 a.m.?
Immediately
Yes.
makes your day terrible.
Yes. Also, I don't know if anyone here follows like what it takes to do fertility tracking, but you take your temperature every day.
Yeah.
And every single day, this is what happens. My alarm's set for like 7. I'll wake up at 5:47 like this.
Oh my god.
I forgot to take my temperature. And then I do a blind reach for it on the nightstand, grab it, take my temperature, it beeps, and then I think I forgot to do it, and it's 5:47.
That's hostile.
It happens like increasingly early every day. I wake up in a panic thinking I forgot to do it. Also, it's not that big of a deal. It's just whenever you wake up and I forget.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Just
going to forget.
At some point when you wake up.
And it's not that serious. You can take it when you wake up.
Right.
For some reason, it like snatches me out of REM sleep every day. So I woke up with
You
that.
won't be missing it. You'll get that every morning.
You're right. You're right. Every morning. My inner clock is not, it's not calibrated,
Yeah.
but it is aggressive.
I see that.
And I will get up. So woke up with that, went back to sleep. now that I can sleep soundly knowing what my temperature is.
Right.
And then woke up for realsies, had a headache, was annoyed, even though I had great dreams, very vivid.
Okay, cool.
I think between 5:47 and 7 a.m.
PG-13 or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I would say E for everyone.
Everyone.
Yeah, rated E for everyone.
That sounds lame to me.
Yeah. I'll get back on that. I got to get back on coffee right before bed.
Oh.
That's when you have the really good dreams. But I also wasn't up too late last night. I went to bed by like midnight. So I was like, got a full
That sounds like a lot of sleep.
full
for you.
6 hours almost.
Number
It was
its finest.
deep. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went to coffee with my father, which is great. I had a cake batter latte.
Yum.
Delicious. We had coffee in the park because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And then I came back home and I was doing some work, but it was like one of those days where I had worked so hard yesterday to get so much done so that I would have more time today to like prep for this and miscellaneous other things. But then I got so many requests like out of the blue of like follow up on things, or whenever you put the ball in someone else's court and then they put it back in your court way too quick.
Yeah.
Like
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready. I need like a 48-hour window,
Yeah.
preferably if you could keep it in your court for that time.
Yeah.
But I had a bunch of things that I had sent out to clients and to other people. Here's what I need from you. And they were too Johnny on the spot. They got it right back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready to turn this back around.
No.
All of it came back today. I just had this like looming feeling of dread for no reason.
Ugh.
But it's like, then I go through and I'm like, what is this coming from? It's not.
No.
Probably too much caffeine.
Perhaps.
It could be,
I hate that.
but I'm not going to do anything about it.
It's just one of those days where it's not your decision.
Yeah,
It's just you kind of have to roll with it.
right. And there's nothing like, it's
Unfortunately.
actually a pretty fun day. So maybe I'm just like compensating because there's not enough bad happening in the day. So my brain's like, I'll just make some.
Yeah.
We have to have balance.
Yeah.
So it's honestly pretty fun because I have this with you and then we're having a little coffee date and then I have a photo shoot with Morgan later. So it's going to be
Yeah.
all fun times, but
Good day.
my brain is not having any of it.
It's okay. I think it's just like a sleep and repeat, wake up,
Yeah,
start over kind of thing.
maybe. Yeah.
It's just destined to be a
I
bad
re-
day,
I
especially
rec-
waking up with a headache.
I know. I don't know where that came from. I started off on the wrong foot, which I guess is you can always get back on the right foot.
Yeah.
Got a fat Diet Coke here.
Yeah. I got my peach mango / with nerd.
So if you hear some
Excuse the crunch.
ASMR crunch, then that's actually usually you have to pay extra for that. So you guys should be thankful that we have podcast premium here.
Yeah.
Also in other news, our roof started leaking, which is
No.
great, but we
Are
got
you
it fixed.
kidding?
No. I woke up yesterday morning and I went out to make coffee and I see this big water spot on the inner ceiling. And I was like, that just does not look great.
You're builders.
I know. We've had problem after problem. So I went and I stood in a chair and I did like a swipe on the ceiling and drywall came off on my finger. And I was like, I'm no contractor, but this doesn't look good to me.
Where was it?
It was like over our dining room table.
Oh
Like,
my
in that area?
gosh,
I know.
that's the worst
I know.
part.
So then I went and woke Austin and I was like, hey, I think the roof's leaking. And he was like, stop. And I was like, no, seriously. Because sometimes I just lie.
I know.
So he's like, stop. And I find that like the more concerning what I tell him, the faster he wakes up.
Yeah.
So usually I'll come in with something like,
There's an elephant in the guest room.
again.
Yeah. Oh my
So
gosh.
that's what I usually try and say. And I said, no, seriously, like the ceiling is wet.
Yeah.
So he went in there and then we got a roofing guy to come out yesterday and he fixed it yesterday. And it was $250, which wasn't great considering we also have just replaced the air conditioning part and my brakes and my fixed my ring. So we're just not on a hot streak lately. But c'est la vie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As they say.
As they say, when in Rome.
Vulu vu ashe ate wa says wa. That's from Christina Aguilera.
You took the words out of my mouth.
Yes.
That's crazy. Anyways, tell me about your day.
So I woke up to my toddler 2 inches from my face saying, "Mommy, chips." Chips.
Did he have your shirt by the lapels and he was gripping you like this?
No, although I did get a house shoe whacked at my face because he knows my drill.
Doesn't he know you paid big money for that nose?
That was a secret.
Just kidding. This is her God's honest
Actually,
nose.
all natural.
She got that button nose from the gene pool, baby.
I did. He knows my drill. He gets me a pair of house shoes before I wake up every single morning.
Mm-hmm. Slip them on.
He
Let's
does
go.
throw them at my face.
Right.
But
He's working on his arm.
yeah, and
his throw.
if there's a robe on the floor, he'll give it to me. But if they're actually hung up,
Yes.
like they should be,
Yes.
he can't reach them. So he didn't hand me a robe, but he did hand me house shoes. And we got a little snack, turned on Trolls, I think. And then I got ready for the day.
Right.
Zach took him to daycare, and then I went to a Metropolitan Weddings meeting.
Because you are a wedding vendor.
I am a wedding vendor.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first one. And now I'm here.
So exciting.
So,
yeah.
That's basically it so far.
I love that. Well, you're the reason I didn't do my hair. And by that, I mean, you gave me an excuse to not do my hair.
Yeah.
Which I already didn't feel like doing. So,
that's fine.
Yeah.
Sounds like a favor.
It is. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Actually, no, I have this thing where I always like let my hair air dry after the pool. And then I just forget that I have other things to do because I don't need to have it dry or styled that moment. Yeah. And then like today, we're about to leave. By we, I mean just me. I was about to leave the house. And I was like, oh, I need to have my hair done for tonight. I can't just have this like rat's nest of curls. And there's no time to do it.
Yeah.
So you see how I've backed myself between the chicken and the road.
Oh, who's chicken?
We'll get into that later.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so in other news, I also forgot to bring my iPad, which has my notes. So I put them on Kyndall's phone.
Yes.
So she's actually going to be leading the episode.
Okay, so here's what we're talking about today.
I did kind of just do bullet points because I have some things I want to go through. Okay. First and foremost, we have to do your report because that's a customary guest tradition.
Yeah.
Do you have it memorized?
Yeah, actually.
Go ahead.
I think.
What are you reading?
I don't read. Next.
Okay, what are you eating? Period.
No.
Never learned how. Don't need to.
Don't know how. It's fine.
What does my shirt say?
I love nerds.
Oh, so you can read.
That is not me. It's herself.
Yeah.
She loves herself.
I do love myself. Yeah.
Anyways, reading. Okay, but like I actually don't read books.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't.
You read subtitles.
I do love subtitles.
Hot take, controversial.
I used to hate them. Like growing up, I'm like, this is so annoying because it's like it's distracting.
Yes.
And now I think I'm deaf, so I can't like not have them.
Right.
Or even if I have the movie memorized and I like know what they're saying.
Right.
I feel like I'm missing things.
Yeah, because you're like accustomed to it now.
Yeah, and so I'll put it on. I'm like, oh, this is what they whispered. This is what they said. Whatever. So, anyways, I'm a subtitles girly. I don't think they can be broken from me.
Sometimes you get more like references whenever you read them, though.
Yes,
because I'll be listening. And I'm like, oh yeah, don't have any idea what they're saying, but it never like computes that I don't understand what they're saying.
And like if they're talking like fast, and if you actually read it, you can comprehend it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I should do subtitles on the podcast.
It would be.
Many would benefit.
Yes.
Many.
She gasps.
Pause for sip.
But I don't even know what we were saying.
I don't either.
What am I reading?
What are you eating now?
No.
You're not reading anything because you just
No, I don't really read anything. Yeah, I don't really read anything. I do read like my pregnancy app. Right. And like.
Did we say that yet? She's pregnant.
Oh, by the way.
She had a big lunch.
Don't mind me. I just swell a little. Slightly bloat.
Like what baby?
Yeah, anyways.
Do any day.
Yeah.
Ideally not for 6 weeks, but
yeah.
Any day.
Ideally. Yeah, if we could let her cook a little bit longer.
Yes.
But yeah, my pregnancy app and just like the tips and tricks, what to pack, that kind of thing.
Yes.
I read that. That's about it.
What size of your baby in comparison to a fruit or a household object are we looking at?
As of this week, she is a pineapple.
Oh. Spiky.
Or a spiky, yes. Or a baseball plate.
I have no size reference for that. A base. Never seen one.
Yes, you have.
Not up close on TV.
Remember when you ran on the field to help your brother?
I wasn't paying attention to the fixtures.
Right, you were taking pictures.
I was taking pictures
of his unconscious body.
I thought he would want them, and he did.
Yeah.
And he did.
Yeah. Eating anything, but in particular, like my almost everyday ritual, for one, Pepsid.
Love.
Stay me strapped. Some Pepsid.
Stay strapped.
Yep. Ice cream.
Yes.
I took a 0.5 picture that you would love.
Amazing.
Last night. I was carrying 4 different Halo Top flavors.
That's healthy
down
though.
The aisle.
That's healthy.
I actually love Halo Top.
Aisle.
Yeah. What?
Oh, the store aisle.
At the store.
I was thinking wedding aisle.
Oh.
Is it vow renewal already?
No.
Okay.
Yes, down the store aisle at Walmart. Because they all looked good, and I love Halo Top, and I know that might be a hot take.
No,
but I love it. I think it's good. Like I don't care about that it's healthy. I just love that it's delicious.
Well, my qualm is that there's not enough chunks because I like ice cream where I have to like excavate the good stuff.
Yeah.
Like I want it to be
like a peanut butter cup.
Yes, or like a Rocky Road.
Yeah.
I need minimal ice cream, like 25% ice cream and then 75% toppings. It just embedded in the ice cream.
That's a lot.
Yeah, the ice cream is more like a lubricant for the spoon to get through to the toppings. That's what I would say.
Well, we did just get a new fridge, and I did have moose tracks in the freezer, and then somehow it disappeared in the transition from old to new fridge.
Yes, Cal,
my dog, he ate the whole carton.
He's a sucker for Haagen-Dazs.
So that disappeared. So I was like, okay, well, I obviously have to go restock.
Obviously.
So I did. So ice cream, Pepsid, and then
The 2 food groups.
that's my favorite thing to eat right now.
Okay, what are you playing?
Playing like literally anything.
It can be a game. It can be like a song, a show.
So I am a serial podcast watcher
Yes, in spurts.
in spurts. I am in a pod era right now. I've been catching
Any
up.
particular ones?
Well, now that you mention it.
No.
No, not really. No, this is the only one that I listen to.
Wow.
Mainly, I'm just looking for my name.
Yeah.
Somewhere in
Yeah.
there.
Like, I know she said something.
Yeah.
And I'm going to catch her.
Yeah.
I always tell my friends, like, if you don't listen, you'll never know if I say something about you.
Yeah.
And that was enough for you.
Like that first or second episode where you're like, I made this soup.
Yeah.
And I told
Deep
everyone
cut.
it was homemade, but actually it was a lie.
Yes.
I was like, oh my God.
It was a test. But you didn't listen to that one until like 6 months
No,
later.
I was way late.
No, I made it was canned soup that I just heated up in a pan. And I was like, guys, I made this soup. It's homemade. And then I admitted that in one of the episodes to see who listened to it. No one did.
Yeah.
Guess what? No one did. You did later.
I did later. It
no
was
one
really good though.
No one who was at that particular dinner, which was like 5 people. But later the truth came out.
The truth did come out.
Yeah.
So the pod, obviously Taylor Swift. You said playing. So like I did start Pirates of the Caribbean
Amazing.
marathon.
Never saw it.
Are you kidding me?
Are you surprised?
This is upsetting to hear.
I will eventually probably see it.
No, it's really good. I think you would really like it. I have such a crush on Orlando Bloom. It's painful.
I will pray about it and get back to
Okay.
you.
All right. Anyways,
What are you obsessing over?
lip stains.
I just got a lip stain.
Which one?
It's the Wonder Skin.
Yes.
In the shade Lovely.
Okay, I think I have that
It's
one.
so nice.
Yeah, this one's coral something, but it's Wonder Skin.
It's so pretty.
It's my favorite.
I have to be better at like putting it on evenly though, because I'm not so good at that.
You do have to like be pretty precise with the shape
and
of
that's
it.
not my strong suit.
Yeah, you'll get
Shaking
there.
up there.
Yeah, the trimmers.
Yeah. Oof.
Trimmers be going. Love me the lip stains. Yeah, I like that.
And then what are you recommending besides booking a lash and or brow appointment at 417 Glam Co?
Yes, that retweet. My hair extensions.
You got to spill.
I will plug you. Listen, I was doing a 2 a.m. scroll on TikTok, and this like advertisement for hair extensions came in. I did not click it, but it just had this like thought in my brain
seed.
that I was like, I need some now because I'm balding
Right.
from being pregnant.
Right. And your
which
severe smoking habit.
That too. It's awful.
Can't kick the cigs.
Can't kick it.
That's a joke.
Don't call CPS. For the love of God.
It's an alcohol problem. Also a joke, okay?
Okay. Anyways, so I just did a little bit of research on Amazon, found this. It's literally one track, and it's so much hair for one track.
Her hair is like this long for reference.
My
It's
hair
not.
is-
It's not like.
it is. This is not my hair. As much as I would like to say that it is.
I would lie, but I think that it's very noble of you to not. The
It
people's
is what it
princess.
So yeah, if you're interested, hit Hannah up.
Give me the link. I'll
Yeah.
send it with commission to my Amazon storefront,
Okay, that works.
and then you can have the link. How much
Yeah.
were they?
It was like $18.
They look really good.
All of this hair.
Yeah, they
like,
blend so
what?
well. And that was perfect timing before your maternity pictures. They came out
know.
so good.
I know. So I was thinking about not looking like an old hag for delivery when I go into the hospital.
Do
So,
a Kourtney
like,
Kardashian.
putting
Full beat.
full beat, full beat. Hiring a makeup artist to come to
Not
my
yourself.
hospital
Yeah.
bed.
Pay yourself.
I will pay myself
Okay.
to do it. Yeah, because I am obviously the best.
Right, right.
Anyways,
I would recommend you. Unfortunately, I think you'll be otherwise occupied at the time.
perhaps yeah.
You'll be on leave. You won't be able to book.
Yeah, I'll be a little booked. And busy.
Gloss Genius will be closed.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the last one? Treating. What are you treating yourself to besides nerd slushies?
Yeah. Basically anything to be comfortable at this point. Obviously, like, I still get my lashes done.
Right.
What else? Oh, I did kind of go a little all out on, like, my hospital bag because I did not take care of myself going into the hospital the first time at all.
And you also didn't really know what to expect the first time.
I didn't know what to expect. And I do this time. And I just really want to make myself feel not even comfortable, but just like I almost want to have like a luxurious experience.
So what's
like,
in your hospital bag? Like, what are you preparing?
I'm just like, I'm getting like these really soft like jammies that like have really cute print on them, like a robe and like a little belly binder, and just like, I don't know, I'm just trying to get as many things as I can.
What would you say you're doing differently this time overall? Like, you can do the bag haul, but also like going into labor the first time with Brooks and then this, what's different?
Like, to prepare?
Or like what you know now that you wish you did back then?
I just feel like I know what to research because I didn't even know what to look up.
Right.
I didn't know what I didn't know, if that makes any sense.
It does.
Now I am aware that I knew nothing about breastfeeding and nothing about pumping, nothing about what to even expect.
Right. Unfortunately for you, you were the first friend to have a baby.
Yeah,
so
I
we're
had
like,
no references.
Sorry.
My mom had
like
5
10 kids.
home births and with no medicine. So I'm not going to her for advice.
No, she's a different breed. She's incredible, but
Yeah.
I
Props
won't.
to her.
Don't put me down for that.
That is not for me. Don't put me down for cardio.
I was going to say that.
You're right, you're right.
Oh my gosh, nobody gets that. I said that one time and somebody was like, what are we doing cardio?
Yeah. They're like, wait, what?
I said, it's a reference.
Did you bring your running shoes?
Always.
Oh, the boots.
Got them on right now, girl.
Yeah.
Okay, so you will be pursuing medication.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
I kind of want to do the same thing that I did last time, though, where I just kind of want to see how far I can go before I need it. Because I'm also trying not to get induced this time, which they say induction labor is a lot more painful than natural.
The Pitocin.
The Pitocin.
I remember you telling me that.
Yeah. So, assuming that I don't get induced, maybe things won't be like as painful. Maybe I can go longer. I don't want to like discredit myself. Maybe I can do it.
Right.
But like also, if I want the drugs, I'm going to get the damn drugs.
Right. What's the problem? That's why they're there.
There's no problem.
That's why modern medicine exists.
Right. So I'm not going to fault myself for getting an epidural.
Right.
It was wonders for me the first time around.
I think if it's something that like you need to do it for yourself, like you need to do unmedicated for like a personal reason.
Yeah.
And you want to experience that, that's great. But there's no shame in
For sure.
having medicine, you know?
Yeah. I just want to see like how far I can go, to be honest.
Yeah. Maybe you get like a merit badge.
Yeah.
For like every centimeter that you make.
If I get to do it,
I
don't know.
would get myself one probably.
Yeah.
First of all, if I had an unmedicated birth, I would never shut up about it. That would be my whole personality.
Right.
I would brag all the time.
Yeah.
But if I got an epidural, I'd be like, it literally doesn't matter. All births are the same. Women are amazing. But if I did
drugs.
if I did it with no drugs, I would always be talking about it.
Yeah.
Constantly.
So I don't know. We're just gonna see. We're
Yeah.
gonna see how it goes. I mean, honestly, the epidural helped me a lot with the first one because I wasn't dilating or progressing at all because my body was so like tensed up and in pain. And then once I was on cloud 9 and got to relax, I went so much faster.
You had a rough pregnancy though. I feel like this one, you were more sick at the beginning, and I don't want to speak for you, but it seems like the last one being your first, it was just like a lot more of a toll on you physically.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, I don't know if this goes for everybody, but like I know what to expect going the second time around. First time around was my first time around. I didn't know what to expect.
right.
But yeah, I mean, I would say the first trimester for me this time was worse.
Yeah.
It was rough. But I also have this completely different personality when I'm pregnant of just like, I don't care about anything.
It is crazy though, because you were like the black cat friend beforehand that was like not always ready for a fight, but kind of always.
I would.
Yeah. You'll start it and you'll finish it.
Yeah.
You'll seek it out,
For sure.
but in a good way, in like a fun way.
Yeah. Protective.
Usually.
It has a good reason.
But you definitely had like a lot of not more energy, but almost like you just had more of like an aggression, either in like an enthusiasm or like everything else was just more forward. And then whenever you got pregnant, you were like, what else?
I think I'm more like, I'm a lot more passive.
Yeah.
I just don't have
So
the
chill.
energy to care about anything.
Yeah.
I'm just like, it is
I love
what
it.
it is.
Yeah. We could all learn from that. I think it's great. I think it's fantastic. It's been, I feel like, good for you too, because then you don't have to like not that caring is a bad thing, but you definitely just seem more relaxed and more go with the flow, which is probably good.
I'm glad that I act the way that I do, because if I were like tense and tight and wound up, that'd be awful.
Yeah.
Pregnant.
I can't even imagine.
I just lay there.
You are
just let the world
just let life happen to you.
Me. Yeah.
I think that you might be the most chill pregnant person I've ever encountered. And the point that I would like to make is on my bachelorette party, you were it was the last week you could fly. So what was it, like the last month of your last week of your seventh month?
Yeah, I turned 8 months pregnant in Florida.
So we did my bachelorette party early because I was getting married in October at the very end, and you were due in like mid-September. So we obviously couldn't do it right before because we didn't know how you'd feel and everything. So we did it in July, which was like, we said, when is your doctor okay with you flying until? And then of course we booked it like
literally
that week.
My most miserable.
You were very pregnant, and we flew out there, and I would have expected you to just like come to meals and then like lay in the hotel room and relax, like not be outside, not haul your stuff down to the beach, everything. But you were with us like 99% of the time.
Yeah.
And even the one night that we went out, which we didn't really expect to have a crazy bachelorette party.
We had no plans. No,
we really didn't want it to be wild. Like I wanted to have a good time at the beach and like hang out with everyone, but it was more of like a game time decision. Yeah. So there was one night that we ended up going out because we were going to go to a nice like Italian place, and then none of us were feeling that. We went to a dive bar Mexican place instead.
It was delish.
It was so good.
It was good. They had $1 margaritas. Oh, everyone
dangerous.
ate it up.
Not you, unfortunately.
Not me, but
unfortunately, but you soaked it up spiritually.
Yeah, I took lots of videos and I had lots of giggles to myself.
Lots of giggles. But then we were out decently late, like probably until midnight or 1. Not crazy, but like for someone who was very pregnant to be in the club dancing in the middle of the crowd.
Was like an indoor-outdoor bar.
It was hot.
It was so hot.
It was like one of those where there's a dance floor and then there's like cornhole and what is it? Ping pong.
No AC whatsoever.
None. And it's the middle of the summer, muggy.
Yeah.
There's probably an alligator somewhere in the crowd. Sure. You never know with Florida. It's a lawless wasteland.
Yeah.
And all of us are sweating while not carrying another person inside of us. Yeah. And you were like headbanging.
I visually remember this particular video of me just like twirling my head around.
It was
like a
crazy.
Freaking psychopath.
I don't know how, one, you didn't get whiplash, but 2, you didn't like go into labor right there because you were such a good sport with everything. And I can't imagine. It's not fun to be the sober friend anyways, but then to also be not comfortable physically.
Yeah, but you guys were like really inclusive with me and making sure I was okay and everything. And like obviously, even when we were in our party days, like going to Club Radio and stuff, like there was a lot of times that we did go out sober.
Yes. And just thought it was the bee's knees.
Fun.
Yeah.
Like, it was like we just went out to fun, like have fun and like take pictures and have giggles and stuff.
And just dance and everything.
You can still do that. I mean, you're not necessarily at the same level as other people, but
you might like call it earlier, but it's still fun to go out when you're with the right people. I think that it's definitely crazy to look back on now, because if I had to go to a club like that, like Club Rodeo specifically,
oh my gosh,
I probably shouldn't name drop, like redacted. I'm gonna leave it in. But if we had to go to a club now and I just had to go and try and dance as absolutely atrociously. For one, I'm like 100 in club years. So
like my body would just break in half.
They'd be like, hi, grandma. Like, what are you doing here?
I know.
The retirement home's across the street. Are you looking for bingo?
Yes. Where is the Oaks bus?
Yeah. They'd be like, oh, someone left their Meemaw here. And it's us, 25. Yeah. Not good. Not good. Anywho, speaking of that. I have a list of like core friendship memories.
Okay.
It is on your phone though, because obviously they're not core enough for me to remember them. I know them mostly. The first one is how we met.
Okay.
I want you to tell it though.
So am I supposed to look at this?
Yeah.
Did you send it to my notes?
I airdropped it to you.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
This is a very polished and professional podcast.
Roof is leaking.
I want to make sure I didn't forget.
Okay. So you want me to answer these?
I want you to, well, the questions, we'll skip those for now. We'll return to those.
Questions.
Let's go to core memories.
How we met.
First, yes.
You want me to tell it?
Set the scene.
Set the scene.
Yeah.
Okay. So it was a Wednesday.
Okay, you're getting it all wrong. I'm just kidding. I think it was a Thursday. No, it was a Friday.
It was probably Friday.
Yeah, you can take it away.
Technically, like when we actually met, but I had just moved to Nixa my junior year of high school. I had went to Nixa prior in like my elementary years, but I'm an Army brat and I had to move around a lot. And so I moved back to Nixa my junior year. I remembered people from elementary school, but that doesn't count They probably don't remember me.
No.
So
no one does.
Anyways,
Elementary school.
And it was a lot bigger and like whatever. So I was like, okay, I moved around a lot. I kind of know the drill. I need to make friends.
Obviously.
Gotta get in.
Yeah, day one.
Immediately.
Mm-hmm.
So
just like prison.
right. I would be gang lord.
Yes.
Anyways. So it was like one of the first football games, the first or second football game. And I had Hannah in advisory.
It's like homeroom.
Yeah.
Like the one class that you have every day
it.
that's like for studying, but it's not just the
and
same
I think
people.
that was it.
Mm-hmm.
But I saw you around. Like I can still visualize one particular moment where there wasn't a lot of people in the hallway. It was like in the middle of class time. But for some reason we were out doing something separately.
Right. Not in class.
Not in class. And every single person that walked by you knew you, talked to you, said hi, and you were the same amount of nice to every single person. And
I don't think you ever told me that story.
No, I didn't. But I remember it.
Aww.
I visualized it in my head, and I was just like watching you, and I was like, she seems, I'm not going to compliment you. Don't go too far.
I mean, she seems all right.
She
seems annoying.
The IKEA Business Network is now open for small businesses and entrepreneurs. Join for free today to get access to interior design services to help you make the most of your workspace, employee well-being benefits to help you and your people grow, and amazing discounts on travel, insurance, and IKEA purchases, deliveries, and more. Take your small business to the next level when you sign up for the IKEA Business Network for free today by searching IKEA Business Network.
No, I'm kidding.
Boring.
But anyways, I was like, okay, she clearly knows people and people like her.
Aw,
So,
that's so sweet.
anyways, I go to this football game and there's a hierarchy to this
There, Nixa is
student-
next level. Yeah.
student section. So, which I didn't know. I came from Buffalo.
No hierarchy. There's just a field.
No.
No bleachers.
There was no
There's
student
There's
section.
bales of hay.
Yeah.
That's
You
it.
gotta jump across them.
Yes. Mhm.
Yeah. So anyways, I go there. There was some theme. I think I dressed up for it a little bit. And then I realized that like people get there early. There was no room.
Oh,
Shoulder
yeah.
to shoulder.
Like if the game is at
So-
7, people will start getting there at like 5:30 just to get their seat staked out.
Yeah. So I'm like, okay, great. So I just go to like the very top of the bleachers and I realize these are children, babies.
Yes.
This
Yes.
is not my people.
Usually it's like the seniors in the front, and then a couple rows of seniors, and then there's the juniors, and then so on up towards the back. And then the very top row, like the nosebleeds where you're like at risk of falling off the back.
Yeah.
That's just where miscellaneous like younger siblings will come
Random
up to like
people.
feel included.
And that's where I was.
Yeah.
And I was like,
so it's like all the 9-year-olds and then Kyndall.
yeah, this is not it. I got to make my way in. So I like go down the steps. I'm trying to find like the juniors. And then I start seeing people from elementary school that I'm trying to spark up a conversation with.
Hey,
do you remember me from 4th grade?
Do you remember long division? That's crazy, right?
Yeah. Do you remember the class pet?
Ooh.
Anyways, so they were like not vibing.
Yeah.
However, this redhead whips her head around and goes, "Are you the girl in my star?" Which is the advisory class. And I was like, yeah, I think so. I'm the new girl. And you're like, get in here. You. She like whips me in there.
Through
There
probably
was no room.
several rows of others.
I shoulder checked so many people. No room.
By the lapels, pulled you
Yes.
down.
Yes.
People are flying off the sides.
Straight by the tits.
Right.
Because boy, did they defy gravity.
Oh,
and we'll get into that.
Stick a pin in that one.
Okay. Anyways, so she's like, okay, this is who this is. This is her. This is her. And also, you're gonna date this boy on the team. He's number 71, really tall. You're gonna fall in love.
I said, you would be so cute together.
Yeah,
How do you feel about that?
All happened within like a
She's like,
3-minute span.
What was your name again?
Yeah, I was like, okay, this is cool. So, anyways, we clearly vibe.
Yes.
A lot throughout the game.
Didn't watch a single down.
No. What is it down?
I don't know. I
don't
heard
know.
it on SportsCenter once.
Yeah. And afterwards, I think you take me to the field, introducing me to my future boyfriend
Yes.
that lasted all of maybe a month.
Hey, success story in my book.
We did date.
I said, this is my friend Kyndall. Isn't
Yeah.
she precious and adorable and hot?
Yeah.
And he's like,
then
what?
he said,
He's like sweating, has a concussion. He's like, Okay.
And then you're like, do you want to have a sleepover? I was like, oh my gosh. Okay. You're like, but also I can't drive, so you have to drive me.
I was 15.
She was 15.
Because I was young for our grade.
So I was like, all right. So I took my little 2000 Acura TL and
Gold.
drove to my house
To ask
my
Ryan.
dad and to pack a bag.
Yes.
All the while, my dad was cleaning the gun
Yes.
on the table.
We walk in and we're clicking. Of course, I have no reservations about just hopping into a car with a girl I just met. So we go to your house. We walk in and it's like a adorable little like suburban dream home.
Yeah.
Walk in and then her dad, terrifying, ex-military or current at the time, wasn't he?
Current.
Yes. Terrifying. Muscles, tats, strong brow.
Yeah.
Like
Scary dude.
Yeah. He's cleaning his gun. Kyndall goes upstairs and it's one of those like, he doesn't like to be ambushed with plans. So she's like, I just met this girl. I'm going to have a sleepover. And he was like,
well, and this is my first year living with him ever. Like since my parents have been divorced. So like this was new territory for all of us.
yeah.
So it was weird.
Yes.
I didn't know what he was going to say.
And we just breeze in loud, stomp. Oh my gosh, we're going to have a sleepover. And he's like, So you run upstairs, leave me with him, cleaning his gun. And I'm just there like, he says, so what are your intentions with this friendship?
No, he did not say that.
It was something along those lines. Like, what kind of friendship do you see this becoming? Like, what kind of dynamic are you expecting from my daughter? I was like, I don't know. I was hoping we would like watch Vine. I was hoping we would watch Vine and like maybe have some popcorn.
Little did you know it was actually Omegle.
Yeah. Yeah, that turned out to be a problem.
Yeah,
yes.
that was a problem.
So we came back to my house, which was like 5 seconds away, which is so convenient.
Yeah, we were really close. We lived really close. We didn't know.
And then had a whole sleepover.
We had a whole ass sleepover.
Stayed up until like 3 a.m.
Yeah, the first night that we met.
Yep.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah, we just didn't stop being besties.
Yeah.
Except for a brief period. But every best friend duo, I think, has a hiatus. It's just like you have to get from phase 1 to phase 2 of the friendship.
It was a growing pain.
It was a growing pain.
Needed to happen.
It needed to happen. And look at us now.
Look at us now.
Hey, cheers.
Cheers, bitch. Here we go.
Hey, cheers. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next core memory on the list? I think it was that same night.
Stealing a shopping cart. Oh
The Dollar General shopping. Was that same night?
Probably not the same night, but they kind of all feel
They blur
like
together. Yeah.
the same night.
It was all just driving around. I'll just loop that core memory into like a whole era because we were too young to do anything. We had no money.
Yeah.
So our idea of like a good Friday night would be going to Krispy Kreme.
Yeah.
If you grew up in Springfield, you would understand this lore. But we would go to Krispy Kreme. If the hot light was on, you go in to get a free donut. Lots of teens from area schools would congregate at the Krispy Kreme. So you can go there and see like miscellaneous people, see who's hanging out. Because, of course, we can't do anything else.
Right.
And we had no money to pay for a donut, so we would go for the free one.
Yes.
And then just kind of wait for plans to be brought to our tables.
Yeah. See where the night takes us.
It never took us anywhere good.
No.
It was pretty much just there back home.
I think we were driving to your house and there was this random Dollar General shopping cart on the side of the road. And for some reason, we thought we had to have it.
Yeah.
So was it you hanging out the window and me driving?
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
I think I couldn't drive still.
So I was driving to Hannah's house. It was really close to Hannah's house, which was probably a good thing.
Yes, definitely. Not a main road.
Hannah was hanging out of the passenger window,
Steering the shopping cart.
steering this shopping cart as I'm driving to her house, like on a main, on
Yes.
14
Yes.
in Nixa.
Heavy
So,
police presence.
I don't know what happened to the shopping cart.
I think we brought it home. My mom said, this is not staying here. I don't care where it came from or where it goes. Dispose of it. And we were like so proud showing her like what we had
Look what
procured.
we did.
And she said, no.
Yeah.
Get rid of that. So that was pretty much what we were up to in high school. We also both had the same job at Canton Buffet.
We had the same car and the same job.
Yeah.
It was kind of weird.
Same brain, honestly. Same brain.
The same brain.
2 cells. That's it.
Yeah, just tangoing together.
That's it. Just doing the do-si-do.
Yeah.
No, we worked at a Chinese food buffet as waitresses, which you wouldn't imagine is like a very difficult job, but it was oddly stressful.
Yeah.
But
I'm not going to say that. No.
yeah, your PR training's kicking in. But we had a good time, and we would never be on shift together after our boss realized that it was a liability. But it was honestly kind of fun. And sometimes I look back and I'm like, there was no way that we actually worked with a man who didn't speak English, whose name was the cousin. But we did.
We did. We did work with a man named the cousin.
And he
was
so nice, so sweet. Would give
He
us
was
chicken
nice.
sticks.
Yeah, he just
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes we would sneak into well, I don't know if you did this, but I would sneak into the freezer and eat the desserts.
Oh, that was a you thing.
Nasty, sorry.
gosh.
Anyways, that was a different time.
Yeah.
And then where do we go from there? What's the next thing on the list?
Working in Canton together.
Amazing.
That was the only job I've ever been fired from.
Because you had to commit to your production.
I was a theater kid first and foremost.
Right.
And they just simply did not understand.
They did not understand.
That's on my way to Broadway.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So after that, driving 168 miles per hour. That was Hannah. I was just along for the ride.
Like I said, we were driving top of the line sports cars, i.e. a 2002 Acura TL.
Right.
Yep. Those cars that are like 15 feet long. Like they're long and like squatty cars.
Just like the most grandma-y sedan.
Yes, as you can imagine.
They did have a sunroof.
Yes.
And seat warmers, I'm pretty sure.
Mine didn't have seat warmers, I don't think.
Oh, mine did, I think.
That's odd.
I think so.
Crazy. Mine had a lot of trunk
they were
space.
like leather seats.
Mine could fit like 3 grown men in the trunk.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Like a lot of space, which is great.
We flew those to the freaking moon.
Yeah, I think that the limits of the Acura TL were previously undiscovered until we started driving them.
Right.
There was one time we had gone up to watch a baseball game of the guy that I was dating at the time, which is coincidentally where you met your husband again. So we were at this baseball game out in Ash Grove, and I made Kyndall go with me because we were joined at the hip, and then we had to get back for like prom prep because it was the same weekend. So we were up there, and I'm like watching him. We're just chit chatting, and this guy comes up and sits next to us. This guy in a walking boot, and I'm like, who is this guy? Kyndall's chatting him up. They're having a good old time.
Yep.
And then fast forward, they got married.
Right.
Crazy.
That's how that happened.
That's pretty much all there is to say about that.
I said, that guy in the boot? Mine.
You said he's got what I want. One working leg.
Yep.
Love
nice
it.
little gimpy walk.
Yep. Top 2 things on your list. That's it. That's it. We love a good country boy.
Have it. Yeah.
Then we're coming back, and our friends were like, let's get Steak and Shake. So naturally, I didn't want to miss the Steak and Shake. So I'm seeing how fast the car can go on these backcountry roads. Not even. They're up and down. There's train tracks. There's livestock, I guess, that could just wander out. Deer. Yeah. Rednecks. You never know.
You never know.
We got the car up to 168 miles an hour, and we know that not only because of the speedometer, but because
I snapped a picture on Snapchat, and I don't know if it was for this reason or not, but I was like showing like a terrified face with Hannah driving, and I don't know if Snap still does this or not.
No, they took it off because it was a hazard. Okay, because people were like doing that for Snapchats.
Yeah. Okay. So at the time, you could see like how fast you were going in a car. Yes, it was like a sticker.
Yes.
And so I went to put it on there, and I was like, Hannah, you're going 168 miles per hour.
I said, oh, right.
Oh my gosh. I was like, I think you need to slow down.
Also, who knew that cars that were that old could get up to that speed?
I think that was honestly its top speed.
Yeah. And
like,
what's
on
crazy?
The speedometer was like 160.
Yeah. Yeah. What's crazy is that I'm a pretty cautious driver now, but I think it's because I had so many experiences that I look back where I was like 16 and speeding or texting or like almost rear-ended somebody, and I got lucky so many times that those things didn't happen that it like scared me straight to where now I'm not going to speed maybe a few miles an hour as traffic does, but like that's it.
I don't even know why we did that. Like I felt like it was
like
lack
of frontal cortex development, probably.
Perhaps.
I don't know why either.
Because I would say like maybe our time management is better. Mine's not.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm still hurrying everywhere I go.
I don't know. I just think that the realities of like danger hit me. Yeah. We also did have a lot of tragic traffic related fatalities in our school. Yeah. So I think that was one of the reasons that like sobered me up mentally, being like, this isn't a joke. You can't just speed like that and expect nothing to happen.
I guess I have a little more to live for.
That's true. That's your business.
First and foremost.
A reboot of Glee. Christmas, right around the corner.
Can't miss that. I guess I should have put the kids in there.
Children, yeah. My birthday coming up.
Oh, I can't miss that. That is an event.
Okay. What is the next thing that I have on there?
Let's see. We've got, being roomies. I knew this was going to come up.
Being roomies.
Terrible idea.
Yeah. We moved in together. I had an apartment, and I was like between roommates, and then Kyndall was between places to live. And I said, do you want to just kill 2 birds with 1 horse? Yeah. And then you came on in, and we did that. So.
Lesson learned.
We aren't compatible as roommates.
We are polar opposite roomies.
Yeah.
I am a man when it comes to the friendship.
And I'm crazy. I have chilled out like in general as I've gotten older, but I was like really neurotic and crazy at the time to where I would be the roommate that like sends her a photo of the dishes and being like, why?
I got a lot of those.
Yeah.
And it's okay. My room was, you could not see the floor. It was a layer of shit.
Yes. Yeah.
Anything and everything.
Yes. Clothing
was on the floor.
mufflers from your car.
It was so bad.
It was wild.
I was not.
Which was fine because you could shut the door. And what's crazy, I think the part that was like hard for our friendship is that we were used to hanging out all the time.
Yeah.
Then when we lived together, it's the same thing with marriage. You assume that you're just going to hang out all the time because you live together.
Yeah.
And you don't make actual time to do it. So then we never hung out. So that was hard.
And also I was in this like blossoming new relationship.
Right. And I was in a long distance relationship.
You were in a long distance relationship.
So I did not want to see your happiness.
Not the same kind of vibe.
Yeah. As you were.
Yeah. And that was that. So the dynamic was a little bit different.
It was short though. It was pretty short. Like 3 or 4 months.
I think it was like 3 months or so.
And then you moved in with Zach.
Yeah. Because I was there all the time.
That's a mistake. You're not going to stay with him.
I know. You told me not to do it.
Yeah.
And I did it.
Marriage.
But
it worked out.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Now I'm filthy rich.
Would have lost my money on that one.
Nope. Just kidding.
But that worked out well for you. The apartment was great. I ended up moving back there later after the Greens apartment, which was so funny because I moved into a different apartment complex. And whenever we didn't live together, I think you were there more. Like whenever you lived in Ash Grove and I lived in Springfield, I had this apartment. It was like the apartment that all of our friends came to hang out at. And I think you spent more nights at that apartment than the one that you actually like were paying rent at.
You talking about the one with the Greens?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We had so many sleepovers.
There all the time.
Yeah. So many sleepovers, like for weekends at a time. It was so great.
Did live there. For sure.
It was amazing.
That I will always cherish.
I know.
That.
It was like the community apartment at the time. Like I had a key that was so like precariously hidden underneath like one tile of my patio table.
Yeah.
That all my friends, like probably
Everyone
30
knew.
people knew where it was.
Everyone knew where
and people would just
was.
go in and out and I just didn't care. And I was like, this is great. Like the more the merrier. It was awesome.
Like literally all hours of the night.
It was so fantastic.
That was fun.
It was a good time.
I did love that.
That was like the closest thing to a college experience that either of us had because mine was online school and yours was not.
Not
Yeah.
school.
Yours was, well, you had SC school, but that was later. That was different.
Yeah, I did a year and a half at MSU and then said, no.
This isn't for me. You said, my heart's not in this. I have to go my own way. And then you sang your way out.
And then I sang my way and I moved to Nashville.
Correct. Absolutely.
Yes.
We have to do a time jump because unfortunately we are talking for too long.
Oh, no.
Pick your favorite of the last memories and then we can go for that one.
Okay. Oh, we did talk about the Greens.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're so good at this.
Oh my gosh. There's so many. Losing the windshield.
I have told that story in here before. That was on Kyndall's bachelorette party. We decided that it would be a good idea because we had no money to drive overnight to Florida versus having a hotel room for the extra night.
Yeah.
So we left from Springfield at about 9 p.m., drove 12 hours, 12 to 13 hours to Florida, stayed for the weekend, and then we were supposed to leave on Monday because it was like Labor Day weekend. And then a hurricane was coming in. So we're like, we should just leave Sunday night and just drive overnight.
Yeah.
So we decided to leave. And somehow we had discovered that one of the cars that we took had a shattered back windshield.
Yeah.
We don't know how it happened.
Just like really, really
We don't know
bad
when it
shattered.
happened.
It was still intact.
Yeah. We just got back to the beach house and like it was spider webbed all across the back glass. So of course we're already stressed out because we're like, how are we going to split this payment? This is stressful because we had no money, obviously.
No.
So we're driving back and it's like halfway through the drive. We're going through the middle of like Memphis, the place that you don't want to be windowless.
Right.
And the whole time we had to stop and get like duct tape in a trash bag to tape under the back windshield because whoever was in the back seat
were falling.
Whoever had to sit in the back. And finally it was like so loud because the plastic's flapping everywhere. And then all of a sudden it just gets sucked out.
I was driving behind and on the interstate somewhere and the whole windshield just comes flying at me.
Yes.
And thank goodness it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So like
no
one
cars.
else is on the highway. So I'm swerving, trying to miss this giant sheet of glass flying.
And we just left it. We're like, well, what do we stop and go pick up all the pieces?
All of a sudden I see these tiny little heads poke up and turn around and look at me with jaws on the floor.
I didn't even know that was possible. Like, what on earth? Why would that happen to us? Like,
I don't know.
7 girls just traveling across the country.
But also just like that whole trip, like
it was
if
a fever
I were to
dream.
tell my mom like the itinerary, if I were that mom, I'd be like, absolutely not.
No, yeah. It only
kidding
worked
me?
out because we were all like, we had all moved out of our parents' houses, so they weren't really checking up. They were just like, oh yeah, they're in college.
So fresh out of that, like we were so young.
Yeah, someone should have probably checked in
for sure.
But we were like,
I can't believe Brian let me do that.
I know. He probably didn't know. He honestly probably like
no. I don't know anything.
No. But I think looking back now is one of those situations like we were so lucky so many times.
Oh my gosh.
But that's neither here nor there.
I know.
We made it through. And it's a great story.
Going to the club right before my wedding.
Yeah, I was in my club phase. I was going through a breakup right before Kyndall got married, so obviously we were like in opposite life stages. And I was like, we have to go to the club like one last time before you get married.
And I was like, well, I mean, I kind of was like, I was still in my club phase.
Yeah, but you're like, I'm not stopping that. Like, I'll still go with you.
Yeah,
it's like, no, we have to go. So her wedding was on a Saturday, and then of course rehearsal dinner on Friday. And I made her go to the club with me on that Thursday.
Yeah.
And all I did in the club was cry.
She cried so much.
I was just bawling. I was like, you're not going to hang out with me. I did. I was like, you're going to move away. And like,
I do have a video somewhere.
I won't be sharing it. But it was
pay me enough and I might.
Honestly so funny because it was just the two of us. Like it wasn't a big group like we usually went out with. It was just us two. And I was just sobbing.
Like,
like
last
tear streaks down my face. Like, you're going to not hang out with me anymore.
Well, honestly, I mean, that was basically our last year of clubbing.
I know.
Pretty much.
We only had like 1 year that like we really didn't go out before that at all.
It was hard in 2018.
Yeah. It was probably like an 8-month spurt that we were like, let's just go ahead and get this phase weekend. In and out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good. It was good. Won't revisit it ever again.
Right.
But you know what? If I hear Taste by Tyga,
oh my God,
it does invoke some kind of like a visceral reaction.
There's certain few songs.
Yeah. Like I start to break out in hives.
That's one of them.
Yeah. I start to sweat.
The Cardi song, whatever it's called.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know
I know exactly what you're talking about. That one by G-Eazy.
Yeah.
Anyways, moving on. I'm gonna freak out. Okay, I have some questions for you. You can ask yourself the questions because I don't have the notes. Okay, actually give them to me.
Okay. There.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, questions for you. So you mentioned earlier that you have been listening to this podcast serially. What you mean by that is you'll listen to 8 episodes in one day and then none for 6 months, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Which is crazy.
I'm almost caught up, I think.
That's wild.
I think I'm on 76.
Yeah.
What is this one?
87, I think. Yeah, 87.
Okay.
You're getting close.
Yeah.
That's wild though, because she really will listen to
up.
15 episods in the span of like 5 days.
Here's the thing is I am a music person.
Right.
99% of the time I want to listen to music. Podcasts, just the talking, I don't know. Isn't
I go through phases too. Like I'll go through music and then sometimes I listen to podcasts or I'll watch them while I get ready, but I won't listen to them in the car. So it varies based on what I
and like
am
sometimes like depending on like I'll play it in the salon. And I will.
And your last people are like,
but
what?
It depends on the person.
Yeah.
Because I know some clients want to chat. So therefore I'll play music. But if it's a client that I know every time comes in and just snores and wants to sleep or we just don't chat.
Right.
If I'm in the podcast era, I'll play it.
Right.
So.
Well, it was funny because last week you were texting me about all these different things that I've said. I'm like, I don't think you understand. I don't know what I say.
I know.
As soon as I hit stop on the recording, I don't know.
You said, I just invite guests for the views. So
yes.
How does that make me feel?
I'm exploiting you for views.
Okay.
I just want you to be aware of that. I'm gonna take everything you say out of context.
Yeah.
I'm going to maliciously edit.
Clip it.
Yes. Yeah. I'm gonna deep fake everything.
Like that scene from Scooby-Doo where they do Fred so dirty.
Correct, yes.
Yeah.
I do love Scooby-Doo. Okay, question for you on that same note. Do you think I'm different on the pod versus IRL?
Oh my gosh.
Do you think it's
Am I free to answer this?
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Because I think that I probably am. You
Somewhat.
Get into the groove, you know?
I think right now you're not.
Okay.
Because it's me.
Correct.
However, there are people that you've had, like if there's other guests, obviously you're not as comfortable.
Yeah.
Not saying you're
I want to be like more like professional.
Yeah, it's just not like as seasoned.
As easy breezy beautiful.
Cover girl.
Yes.
So it could be just more like you guys don't quite get the banter for each other. You don't quite know the boundaries, how far you can take a joke.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. So then I can tell you're just like, I don't know. I don't want to say like watered down.
It's more
bad.
like the phone voice, like more professional, like
a little bit,
or just the more like courteous. Because I also want them to talk more.
Yeah, and it's not in a bad way. It's just it is slightly different.
That
like
makes sense.
You wouldn't talk to me like that.
Can you imagine? You'd be like, "What's wrong with you?"
I don't know who you are. You robot.
You'd be like, body snatched.
When you're by yourself, no, I feel like you're pretty much the same when you're by yourself.
That's amazing. That's good to hear.
It's just like you just talking to yourself, which happens often.
Yeah. It's awkward to get into the groove of it though, because I don't think people understand, like it's dead silent in the studio besides our voices. So when it's just me, there's no one to like fill the silence.
The silence? I can't.
I know. Yeah.
Just.
You need like a wind machine.
Yeah.
it right into Mike. But it is odd. Like it's awkward to get into that zone. So I always hope that it comes across. Because the thing is, I have a really hard time doing TikToks. Like I filmed a like get ready with me before this because I want to be better at them. And there's no reason that I shouldn't be because I talk on the podcast for like 50 to 90 minute segments by myself. Yeah. But then I go to start a get ready with me and I'm like, this is so uncomfortable and awkward.
Like the voiceover?
Or just like live ones, like filming it and being like, get ready with me to go record a podcast. Yeah. Like, why is that so uncomfy? But this is normal. Probably practice.
I don't know. Maybe,
and there's no one watching me.
I wonder if it's just like a different audience.
Maybe.
Versus like TikTok people they can be mean.
They can be really mean, yeah. TikTok people have no holds barred.
Yeah.
Next, I do just want to note that you will plow right through a do not disturb setting at any time, any day. My phone goes on D&D pretty frequently because I need to focus. It's not because I don't want to hear from people.
Right.
On the contrary, I want to hear from people too much.
Yeah.
So I will try and work, but the second I get a text, I want to respond to it. So I have to stop that. And you will send it through every time.
Yeah.
Sleep mode? No.
Why are you sleeping anyway?
Yeah.
I know you're not, actually.
If it's 1 a.m., you notify anyways.
I know she's not sleeping.
And that's true.
I feel like I am inner circle enough that you would tell me if I'm annoying.
Yes.
Or
sometimes if I don't respond, if I'm like, oh, I'll respond in the morning, you'll text me again and be like, I see you on TikTok. And I am.
Yeah.
What did you text me last week? You said something like, you're like, why haven't you texted me back? And do you know what I said back to you?
I don't remember this. No.
Okay, that's good actually. Never mind.
Wait, no, tell me.
I was like, I'm so deep in a Steve and Bucky fan fiction right now. And you said, okay, carry on. It was so late.
I took that.
Yeah, you said, why haven't you been responding?
Yeah. I believed you.
I was reading,
Whether that is true or false.
Yeah, I was reading.
Yeah.
It was true. It was about 34 chapters.
Oh, my God.
Anyways, okay. How have I changed since we met?
Oh, heavens. Where do I begin?
A decade ago.
A whole decade? Mm-hmm. We've both changed a lot.
A lot.
For the good, I think.
Yeah, I think. I would say so.
For the most.
Did we get taller? No.
Nope.
Did we mature? No.
No.
Did we change our hair? Yes.
Many a times.
We learned better coping strategies.
Yeah. I would say, I don't know. I think if I can like maybe answer this for the both of us, I feel like our friendship has matured and not enough.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's like we were talking about the growing pain.
Mm-hmm.
We learned how to communicate.
Yes.
And I feel like we know how to set boundaries.
Yeah.
With each other.
Mm-hmm. I agree. Also, like what each other needs too, because you're not like an overtly like lovey person, but you also
we understand each other enough.
Yes. Yes.
But I mean, we basically can like look at each other and just know.
Yeah. Yes, correct. But it is crazy. And like there's been so many challenges, even like obviously now with you being pregnant and me going through my whole journey, it's been like a growing pain for us again. But I'm honestly so proud of how we've learned to adapt to that and communicate like when I'm able to talk about things and whenever I'm like having a really bad day and not able to do that.
No, I would say our communication is honestly what's flourished like the most.
Yeah, I agree.
Like it was bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, we just were such different people. And I think we both expected the same communication that we just have different styles of it. Like our love languages are different. Our communication styles are different. But I think that's also what you would expect from people who met circumstantially. Like we didn't meet because we have so much in common. We met by like life circumstance and just latched on to each other. Yeah. So it's not like we met.
I was thinking about this earlier. I was like, how are we friends?
Weird, right?
Because we're so different.
Yeah. And obviously we have the same sense of humor.
What is it that clicks? Because like obviously if you meet someone that's so different than you, most of the time you're probably not going to be friends with them.
Right. Well, I think when we were younger, we hadn't like developed our full personalities yet. So we had more in common when we were younger because we were just like young girls. And then as we've like grown up, we've figured out like who we are and we're so different. Yeah. But also now we have so much love and history that I think that's what it's based on.
Yeah. I think we have like a lot of love and grace for each other to like accept our differences and flaws and whatever you would like.
And also whenever
it.
you grow up with somebody, it's almost like it transcends friendship and you're like, we are just bonded on a different level.
Yeah.
Because we've been through so much.
I don't think it matters like how much we change at this point. Like, we're in this. But
it is crazy because sometimes I forget how well you know me and then I'll be saying something and you'll be like, that is completely irrational for you to think that. Remember what happened to you when you were 17. This is exactly why you're responding that way.
Right.
And I've forgotten about something. Like, it's crazy whenever you just grow up with someone and you know each other on that level, like the history and the emotions and just how people, I don't know, react. And I've seen you grow too, with like how you treat people and how you allow yourself to be treated and everything else. Like, it's crazy.
And we learned from each other too. Like, I mean, I'll go to Hannah and be like, is this too bitchy?
Yeah.
Please. Like,
And the answer is usually yeah.
Yeah, it usually is. I need you to balance me out. We balance each other out really well.
And I would go to you and be like, do you think this makes sense? Like, am I being too mean? And it's a text this long where there's like 99% compliments and love. And then there's like one thing where I'm like, I just don't really like how you walk all over. So you've made me like have more of a backbone and be okay with standing up for myself and not get walked on like I used to.
Right.
And I feel like you are just not nicer, because you have always been nice, but like you're more like
graceful.
Yes. You get more grace, I think, with people.
Yeah. I think I know. I used to feel like if I don't say how I feel 24/7, I'm not being my true authentic self. And not that I am lying or sugarcoating things, but I just know when to say things.
Like what's an inside thought and what's an outside thought.
Yeah.
Which is not a bad thing. But also, like, I'm like a words of affirmation person, and sometimes your sense of humor is just like, you look fugly today. And that that was like, it was like a joke until it wasn't a joke, because then
we got too deep.
Yeah, because you just get into that rut and then no one ever says anything. So like, how would you know to change it if I'm not?
Point that it was just like literally all the time, and the new friends that we had around us would like give each other a look like, oh like,
is this how they talk to each other?
Yeah, like,
but that's the kind of thing, like a friendship like hiatus can be good, because then you can reset with like better habits.
Yeah,
because I think we've been better at friendship check-ins and all that stuff, because sometimes it sounds silly, but even with a marriage, you have to be like, are we good? Like, is there anything that we need to touch on?
Yeah.
So it
is like a marriage.
It's common law.
This is a common law marriage.
Okay. Let's see. What is my best and worst trait?
Really?
I want details. Only on the best one, though.
Okay. I'll start with your best trait.
Oh, no. I prefer the bad one first.
Best trait is, I mean, I'll just always say like you're like the kindest person on the face of the planet.
I'll cry right now.
I'm not really giving you a compliment.
Okay.
I'm just stating a fact here.
That's what whenever I ask Austin to give me 3 compliments whenever he's being rude, and then he'll be like, you're smart, you're pretty, and you're funny. I'm like, those are just facts.
Oh my gosh.
Give me a compliment. Give me a compliment, not a statement.
No, but you are like the kindest person ever. And yeah, I don't know.
That's
you're
so sweet.
You're a really nice person.
Thank you.
So
let's just stop there. I actually
and scene.
Don't need to know my worst trait.
Okay, so your worst traits. Plural.
Notes. Pull them out. You're like, wait, actually, give me my phone. I have a note written down.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this. No, I would say like, and this is something we kind of just touched on that we're working on.
Yes.
Is just like, I wouldn't say this is a bad trait, but like being a yes man can be toxic.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And you know that.
I do. I'm working on it though.
And just like being maybe too passive.
Yeah.
You're getting better though.
I definitely have. I've definitely improved on the yes man side too.
Yeah. You're really getting better. Maybe you're not implementing yourself in situations near as much as you used to.
Yeah.
Where you would just like, you would be like the peaceful mediator and like just like push your way into everyone's things.
I was like, guess what? I can fix it.
Yeah.
You know what? Guess what?
Yeah. And you always had great intentions.
But it was too far. It was always too far.
So, but you're a lot better.
I'd be like, oh, you're having beef with your grandma? Let me talk to her.
Yeah.
I'll fix it. It'll be great. And it's just like everything. I would get involved in like, if you vented to me about literally anything, then I would take it as my responsibility to fix it. Yeah. And I would like call your dentist for you. Like, I can negotiate a lower bill. Like, it was just, it's too much. And it was like, then you start overstepping, and that's a problem. So now I'm like, if somebody wants me to intervene, they probably would say that. Until that point, they're just venting, and that's okay.
Right.
So
sometimes you just need to be like, I just need to get this off of my chest.
Yes.
I'm not looking for advice.
Yeah. I don't need you to find me divorce attorneys.
Right.
Just
but
listen.
You are the girl to go to.
Because I would.
Because you would.
I'd be like, I've been waiting for this day.
Yeah. As to Oreo, the statement.
Yes.
I'll go back to another good trait.
Yes.
I gave too many bad traits.
No, they're all.
I said Good trait. You're nice. Bad traits.
How much time do you have?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, like I said, you're a very kind person and you're just very like loving and accepting of like all people, all situations, all circumstances. So
I try my best.
yeah, you do well. I, on the other hand,
no,
work in progress.
This many people.
Yep.
This many circumstances. And it's not always the same group.
I know my circle.
Yeah.
And
but you're very loyal, which I love too. Like that's probably your strongest trait is your loyalty. Because if someone's in with you, it might have taken them like an Olympic style trek to get to that point. But once you accept them, they're in like for life. Like you will ride or die for them, and it's rare, but it's also so special, which is great.
How do you
have no bad traits.
Circle?
I have never felt a greater honor.
That's what I thought.
In my life.
Yeah.
It's honestly the only thing it's the only thing that's made me speechless up to this point in my life.
I hope I don't come across as like, don't talk to me.
Sometimes you do.
I know.
Yeah. Which is funny because somebody had said you have like super fun girly pop energy from your appearance, which you do.
Yeah.
It's the expressions that you make. Like, because you look like so fun. You look like I want to be her friend because you're fabulous. And like the makeup is always.
I feel like my aesthetic does not match my personality.
No, you have black cat energy from the soul. But then on the outside, you have like, yes, girl.
Yeah. When I remember this particular instance when we were at a bachelorette party in Dallas.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And we were out at a bar night one. Mm-hmm. And every single girl in the friend group was talking to somebody.
Yes.
Male, female, whatever.
Yes.
They had someone to talk to. I was the only person that was sitting there by myself. No one would come to me. No one wanted to talk to me.
Because this is how Kyndall sits.
And I don't mean to. Like, if
she'll be like, why does no one come and talk to me? Meanwhile, this is her every time someone even like enters her airspace.
Okay. Is it that bad? Is it? Oh, no. I gotta work on that.
Yeah, but you've gotten better.
And I was like, okay, clearly I'm the deaf.
No.
I am the deaf of the group.
No, you just look mean. You're like the pit bull of the group.
I ended up buying a guy a drink. And then I bought a guy a drink. And then I lost my debit card at the bar.
That's what you get for buying a man a drink.
That's what I get.
That's the problem,
moral of the story.
Don't do things for men. Ever.
Ever.
So that's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't know you did that. That's crazy, actually. But I think it's not, you know me, it's not like someone even has to show any interest in me or what I'm saying for me to talk to them. Yeah. That's the difference.
No,
it's not like people
find anything to say or talk about.
Yes.
And I just don't have that. I feel like I see through the bullshit.
Yes.
And I'm like, here's the deal. I know you see the ring on my finger. I don't care to know you. I will never see you after tonight.
Right.
Will you buy me a drink or should I just move on?
Some guys are probably into that.
That is my vibe. So, and if you buy me a drink, I will be nice to you and I'll talk to you. If you're wanting to have like a genuine conversation, if you're just straight up looking at my tits the whole time, dude, come on. Next.
There is the internet for a reason. Go Google something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't deal with all of the fluff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you'll just talk to anyone.
Anyone, anything,
non-flirtatious.
Yeah.
You'll just like
to
chat.
Just like to chat.
You just like to chat.
Well, there was that one time we were at that. It was, I think, the second or third night that we were out, and our group had kind of split. A couple girls went back to the hotel, and it was just like four of us that were still going out afterwards. And we were at this bar, and everyone's like, "We have to leave." And I was showing this guy my edit folder of Spider-Man edits. I was like, because we were talking, he had like a Spider-Man shirt on, like literally. Not flirtatious in the slightest. I'm like, look at this edit. You're going to go crazy for it.
Yeah.
And he's showing me like, look at this, what I have on YouTube.
They were talking
back
about
and forth.
Cinema, everything.
Yeah.
Just like very detailed.
It was great.
Yeah.
And then we went to a different bar where you did karaoke and it was amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
It was fantastic.
With all the drag queens.
With all the drag queens. We have a lot of lore of you singing karaoke. Okay.
It was great.
I feel like I had one final question, but I'm just going to do BFF trivia. Just rapid fire.
All right.
Okay. What's my zodiac sign?
Scorpio.
Spell my middle name.
Everyone, her middle name is McClelland. That is not her last name. I came on the pod to tell you that.
To clear the air.
To clear the air.
So a lot of you have been asking.
Yeah. So, okay, but I might actually screw this up.
That's okay.
Most of the L's.
Very confusing.
M-C, capital C.
Yes.
L-E-L-L-A-N-D.
Beautiful.
Middle name McClelland.
Snaps for you. That's amazing. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion about that, which is not something I care to address, really. What was the phrase written on my birthday cake for my 20th birthday?
No carnival, no games.
Easy. So
Come
easy.
on.
What's my Nick level?
9,000. Are you kidding?
That was just a write-in. Okay, name my top 3 celebrity crushes in any order.
What's his face? Bucky Barnes.
Amazing, yeah.
Andrew Garfield.
Yes, classic.
You have multiple. Top
yeah,
3?
any 3.
Okay.
3. There's a plethora.
The guy from Now You See Me. I don't remember his name.
Jesse Eisenberg.
Is he up there?
Yeah.
Right now?
In that movie specifically, then yeah, but I would say.
Is there another one right now? Am I missing a different one? A better one?
Honestly, Chris Evans has been hovering. He's been hovering near.
Really?
Yeah.
That is not your type.
I know.
That's very clean guy.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah. Usually he's too blonde, but.
He's very like clean cut.
And maybe it's just the patriotism in me.
Yeah. You're so freaking American.
I know. I'm so American. It's crazy.
4th of July.
Do you have any closing statements you'd like to make?
I don't know. What should I say?
I pledge allegiance. Yep.
Oh, sake.
The other day I was at a luncheon and they were like, we're going to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. And I was like, I don't think I remember this. And I was like about to say, our Father who art in heaven.
Oh, no.
Hallowed be thy name. And then I was looking around as we're saying the pledge. And I'm like, this is kind of dystopian. Like all of us are standing like,
it is a little.
I pledge allegiance to the flag. Crazy.
It's kind of creepy.
Yeah, it was a little chilling.
I don't remember the last time I really like had to do the pledge.
It seems like, why are we as grown-ups doing this?
Yeah, that's a school thing.
Indoctrinate the kids. Leave me out of it.
I don't want to be a part of
I don't
that.
need to memorize all kinds of stuff. It's just
kids got enough going on.
They don't need me.
No.
Hey, they've got enough.
I'm just floating.
I'll be adjacent over here. Anyways, I think you're amazing, wonderful, beautiful starfish of a human.
Thank you.
You do the best lashes, the best brows.
Yeah.
I shaved off my eyebrows. I don't know if you can tell.
Well, okay. I didn't know that you did something different with them.
Yeah, because
you shaved them off?
I shaved them off because I always fill them in.
You never use the full brow anyway.
I know. That's what I was saying. I'm like, the way they grow is like not even.
Yeah.
So then I'm drawing them on, and then I have like where I draw my brows to make them somewhat even, and then where the hair grows, and it's just a whole thing. So I shaved them off.
Hannah let me do her brows one time and one time only. No, twice. Because I didn't right the second time because I knew how you liked them.
Yes.
But the first time I ever did her brows, I've never seen them that up close because they're like blonde.
Yes.
And
which
so
is weird.
When I got up there, I was like, wait, you actually have brows.
Yeah.
They're just blonde. They're actually not thick, but like they have a lot
There's
more.
enough to work with.
There's a lot more there than what I've ever seen on your face.
Yes.
So then I was like filling them in like her actual full brow. And she was like, what?
And I felt like I had like giant comma brows because I'm a thin brow girl. I don't care what's in style.
Yeah.
That's one thing I can't get behind. Like I don't have the face to support a thick, strong brow. I need pencil brows all the way.
Yeah.
I don't care.
You pull it off.
You
looks
can
great.
pry them from my cold, dead hands.
Your brows?
Yes.
Okay.
Except that they are gone and I shaved them off.
Yeah.
So that's
I
just
support it.
At least it wasn't cutting my own bangs this time. So
That's a me thing.
neither here nor there. Your bangs look good though.
Thank you.
They're very cute.
They're kind of gone now.
It's okay. It's summertime. You don't need crazy bangs. Well, I think you're wonderful, amazing, fantastic. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service to our country and being my friend.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for weighing in on the hard-hitting issues here.
Yeah.
Thanks for the Diet Coke.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to hang out with you again in about an hour.
Yeah. I'll see you in an hour. Make sure to make an appointment with me.
Yes.
While
You can.
I am vertical.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And can do that.
Yep.
For
She does
Glam Co.
all kinds of waxes, special event makeup. She did my makeup for 40 under 40, and I have never looked better. That was the best beat of my life. I tried to recreate
I'm
it.
showing you a picture, but it's hanging on my wall in the
Is it
salon
really?
now. Mhm.
I'll cry.
I was gonna send a picture.
I'll cry right
and
now.
then I didn't.
I'm teetering on the verge. Someone give me a tissue.
So, anyways,
If we had a set assistant, I'd ask for a tissue, but unfortunately, that's not in the budget.
hair, makeup, over yonder.
Excuse me, can I get a touch up?
Where's my touch up?
Can I get some gloss? What's my line?
Where's the comb?
Anyways, would you like to do the outro because you did the intro?
Thank you guys so much for watching today. Tune in next week. And I love you. And treat yourself on Friday, which would be tomorrow. And I love you.
That was perfect. I have no notes. What she said.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.